ERC, quality service since 1972, repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Thursday, the 26th day of June. I'm James Spann. We talk weather here for primarily the Deep South, but folks all over the country can get something from this. Let's go to some Skycam shots around the ABC 3340 Skycam network at mid-afternoon. And hey, so far so good. There's a look at our Demopolis Skycam. Really, the cumulus field is fairly light out there. We think that will be increasing as we go through the rest of the afternoon, but mostly sunny there. Same deal in Tuscaloosa. The vertical development so far, not all that impressive. And down on the Alabama Gulf Coast, that place is jam-packed, and you can bet even more people will be down there next week with the 4th of July just around the corner. Some clouds, but at the moment the weather is dry with some sunshine peeking through. There's the big picture across the vast continent this afternoon, the water vapor satellite imagery. And again, you can see moisture in place across the Deep South, even deeper subtropical moisture down south in the Gulf. And all of that seems to be poised to move up in here. So I do think we'll see some pretty decent rains over the next 3 or 4 days. But at the moment, things are quiet. There's a look at our radar at 2 o'clock on the nose, and you can almost count the number of showers on one hand on that view. We've got one up in Jackson County, a tiny one near Scottsboro, and then we've got some developing down south over Wilcox, Monroe, and Clark counties. But I do think we'll see more developing on the radar during the next couple of hours. The daytime heating process today got off to a little slow start because of some mid-level clouds in here this morning. Severe weather risk for the rest of today and tonight, a slight risk up north, a large part of the plains, the Midwest, around the southern Great Lakes. Day 2 for Friday, a slight risk all the way from the Concho Valley of Texas in the South Plains up into the Great Lakes. And on Saturday, there's a slight risk down into North Alabama with a surface boundary and a developing upper trough to the northwest. And Sunday, the guys at SPC have a risk defined from the Carolinas north up to about Boston. And again, we could see certainly a few strong storms along the way. Not the storms like we see in spring and fall, but the potential for wet microbursts, some hail, and of course, a lot of lightning. Hey, look at the rain expected for the next 5 days. It's valid through Tuesday morning of next week, and this is suggesting rainfall amounts generally between 1 and 1.5 inches here. And as we often discuss, we all know we can get that much in just one good downpour. But I think if you average out the rain through the weekend, those numbers look pretty good. Of course, some getting more, some getting less. And this feature catches our attention. A lot of convection down there in the southern Gulf. That is primarily an upper feature responsible for that, an upper-level shortwave. We peeked at the surface chart, and there's just nothing interesting down there. In fact, the surface pressures are relatively high, so don't think we'll have any tropical storm forming down there. But again, that plume of moisture could work its way up into the Deep South, enhancing rain opportunities perhaps for the weekend ahead. Let's take a look at model output. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Friday. This is about 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground at 500 millibars. And you can see the westerlies, the core of the westerlies are up north. I mean, come on, this is late June, but a little segment with this, an embedded shortwave in anything like that could kick off showers and storms. So we'll mention intervals of sunshine tomorrow, a good chance of showers and storms by afternoon. And really in this kind of air mass, you might even have a late night or morning shower in spots. Saturday, a moist, muggy, tropical air mass hangs over the state. Same deal, scattered to numerous showers and storms. And Sunday, here comes that developing trough from the Great Lakes down into the Mississippi Delta. And in advance of that, we got a surface front approaching. We figure that day will be active with showers and storms, again, for Alabama. And then Monday of next week, drier air begins to work into the northern counties, so we believe the better chance of rain Monday will be in areas south of Montgomery. Tuesday of next week, the same deal, dry air for the north, moist air south of Montgomery. And Wednesday of next week, the moisture begins to creep back in here. We'll kind of leave it with only a small chance for now. And then out there at the end of next week, there's Thursday. Moisture is back, so that suggests the chance of scattered storms. And the 4th of July, a week from tomorrow, it looks kind of muggy and hot, highs around 90, and certainly with a map like that, you'll have to mention scattered showers and storms, especially that afternoon. And that's, again, very normal for this time of the year. At the end of this forecast period, the 12th of July, westerlies mainly in Canada. Nothing serious in terms of a ridge down here. The heights are high, but seasonally high. And down below that, that just looks like an old hot summer day with a chance of an afternoon storm. The good news, no excessively hot weather seen out there for the next 15 days. That would be upper 90s or hotter. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.